Please make sure to visit the Train Whisper Productions Instagram account, where most photo content and updates on new videos are posted almost every day. On October 9th, 2020, I took the long trek up north to Amsterdam, New York to see some weekday action. Within 30 minutes after arriving at Lock 10 on the Mohawk River, an intermodal train, Q626, passes by heading to Syracuse, New York. I heard two manifest trains heading my way on my scanner. One would be stopping in front of the other to wait for the second one to pass. First up was CSX Q626 with a CSX SD40-3 number 4005, which is a rebuilt SD40-2, trailing second. Once 626 came to a halt, not much later would come Q368, jumping ahead of Q626, waiting to follow. by next was Amtrak P284 on its way to New York Penn Station with a P32 ACDM number 705 leading, painted in the Phase 3 Empire Service paint scheme. I hear an odd symbol from a crew east of me. I heard Q102 and then G102, and I heard Norfolk Southern being talked about over the radio. I was confused at first, but then as the train got closer I realized it was CSX V102, grain empties from Pan Am Railways, being brought from Rotterdam Junction. Today's V102 had BNSF 8261, followed by a Norfolk Southern -9 plus 2 additional BNSF units. After a long wait for more train action, Amtrak P048, the Lakeshore Limited, flies past Block 10, meaning westbound automotive train Q205, with CSX 5117, a General Electric CW44AH, leading a 100-plus car train. Next up was Amtrak Empire Service Train P281 with Amtrak 709. This unit is another unit painted in the Phase 3 Empire paint scheme. I overheard on the radio that 2 intermodal trains would be following each other on the Mohawk sub heading west. Up first was Q157, westbound stacks and racks heading to North Baltimore, Ohio with CSX 4544, an SD70 Mach E rebuild leading the 2-engine train. following Q157 was Amazon Priority Stack Train Q003 with CSX 7201, which is ex-CSX 207 prior to rebuilding. Acts as a DPU on the long, heavy train. I had received word 1 hour prior that an eastbound continuous rail train was clearing CP 225, which is west of my location at CP 173. After Q003 and Q157 pass, CSX 0034 clears CP 173 with CSX 5421, a General Electric ES40 DC leading solo style on the train. As I was about to leave to head to Amsterdam station for the rest of the day, I hear a distant horn and quickly get my camera set up to see CSX Q626 with an ES40 DC duo up front. The train then comes to a halt to wait for a now discontinued symbol on CSX, that train being CSX K160. K160 was amongst the handful of symbols that went to and from the Eddystone Refinery in Eddystone, Pennsylvania. As of the start of this year, Eddystone removed their contract with CSX to move to NS for many reasons involving CSX's work with their trains. A BNSF duo provides the power for the train. My friend Corey decided to spin down for a visit for most of the remainder of the day. Almost as soon as Corey gets set up at Amsterdam station along with me, CSX Q627, a westbound manifest and trash loads to Columbus, Ohio, meets Q621, an eastbound manifest heading to Selkirk, New York. Next up was an interesting Amtrak P283. I myself have usually seen Empire service trains with the regular P32 ACDMs as the regular power for this train, but it is an uncommon occurrence for myself to see a P42 DC leading one of these trains. Today, P42 DC number 87 would be powering the 6-car train heading to Niagara Falls, New York. Time later would be the infamous and Corey's favorite train by far, CSX Q004. Like I've said in previous videos before, 004 is a priority stacked intermodal train from Bedford Park, Illinois to South Kearney, New Jersey. Following 004 was CSX Q626 with international intermodal cars heading to Port Newark, New Jersey to be shipped out on barges worldwide. The last Amtrak train for the night, along with Corey's last train of the day, will be Amtrak PO64 with Amtrak 710, which is yet another P32 ACDM painted in the Phase 3 Empire Service Heritage paint scheme. PO64 was originally from Canada before the pandemic, but due to the virus and Amtrak trains not being allowed to enter Canada and any other surrounding countries, the train now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the train now originates for the time being in Buffalo, New York, and the destination of course is the same, being New York Penn Station. After about an hour and a half of waiting, eastbound CSX Autorack train symboled Q212 flies past QR177.4 with a General Electric Duo powering the train, destination for Dormice, New Jersey. Practically meeting Q212 5 minutes later was yet another automotive train. This time heading westbound was CSX Q567, outbound empties from Dormice to Detroit, Michigan. My final train of the day would arrive 15 minutes later. The train in question was CSX Priority Stack Train Q020. on its way to Worcester, Massachusetts. CSX number 96 YN2AC 4400, dubbed the CSX CW44AC, trails second in the lashup. Less than 15% of CSX roster is now painted in the old and decaying YN2 or Bright Future paint scheme. Make sure you get these old relics while they're still riding the rails.
$32.99.
Thanks for watching this brand new video. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of my new videos. This is Train Whisperer Productions, signing off.